All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 21 Oz Fortress Game Week 3 versus Killer Bees and uh, SWIFT AU. With me tonight is Sean on co-caster and Thermite on production. How you doing, Sean?
Yeah, not bad, man. How are you?
Yeah, can't complain. We have one team in the server at the moment, just waiting for Bees to join up. How's about you take us down some rosters, Sean?
Yeah, sure. I'm actually really excited for this game. I can't be sure who's going to win. So on the side of Swift, which is half of the Madmen roster from last season, we've got Madness and TJ on scouts, Pause roaming, Hertz pocket, Deft on demo, and Lock on med. So what do you think of that roster?
Lots of seasoned players on this team, been playing for a long time. A lot of these players have been playing together for quite a long time as well. Hertz and Locke been in teams for many seasons together. They all switched to blue.
Trying to make the jumps easier, I think.
Madness, of course, known from Jasmine T, played at LAN. Was that I-58?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but yes, LAN Scout, very, very, very skilled gamer. Pause is one of the better roamers in the last few
Voted best roamer
seasons.
last season, actually. So
Yeah, he's a very, very good roamer, fits very easily into most teams that he's playing with. So I'm very excited to see what he can do on this map. Bringing up scouts, the other scout is TJ, who is played in Oz Fortress for quite a while, but I believe mainly plays in Asia Fortress. Very, very talented scout. Very good at clicking on the enemy gamers. And yeah, Deft, a very, very good demo as well. Been playing for quite a while, but's really made a name for himself in the last few seasons.
yeah, Deft and Pause coming third last season with Vicious Delicious. So I think yeah, definitely two of the stronger players coming up.
Yeah, and of course, Hertz, I think, playing Pocket tonight, as you
Yeah,
said.
he is.
He's played. Did he play demo last season or scout last season?
I think he was swapping around a lot. I think in the grand final he played Scout, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, he's very good at quite a lot of classes in this game. He's played most of them at a high level now, and it is very exciting to see what he can bring to Pocket Soldier, because I believe it's been a while since he played that.
Yeah, I think so as well. So we've
Awesome.
actually got Killer Bees joining the server. So they're, of course, about half of the source who actually won last season. So returning, we've got Riot, Redcoat, and well, normally Arnold. We've actually got Doge murking on Medic tonight. But they've been joined by Varna, who was traveling last season, Susurrus or Cookie, and they've picked up the very experienced Soul on Pocket.
Yeah, another very strong roster coming in on the other side. Cookie left for a little while and is returning this season. Or Susurrus, as his name is on your screen now. Very talented scout. Did he place second or first with Ego?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I
I
think,
think they came second to Jasmine T in season 17 or 18, whenever he last played.
yeah,
Yeah, very strong scout. I believe Varna is our other scout tonight.
yes, he is.
Yeah, Varna is also a very strong player, plays a lot of soldier, and is a very talented scout as well. Doge playing med tonight, who is murking for Arnold, as Sean said. Doge, very good medic. Played. Did he place second or third with medic a
I
couple
think
of
he's
seasons
placed
ago?
second a couple of times.
Yeah, he's playing demo this season on Xeno, I believe.
Yes, he is.
So he's a talented gamer all round, but a very talented medic. So tons and tons of talent on these teams. Redcoat demo as well, been playing for quite a few seasons. Played, I believe, one season of Open, one season of Inter, and then has been rocketed straight into Prem. So he's got quite good DM, can put out quite large damage numbers, especially with that heal beam right inside him, as should be on product. So yeah, looking forward to some strong damage from him. Soul, has been playing since the beginning of the game. I believe his first season was season 2 or 3 or something like that. He's played literally every class, I believe, at a very high level. Strong medic, strong scout, and I believe is playing soldier tonight. And yes, very, very good. Played Roma on was it Jasmine that he played Roma for most recently?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
talk here. Do you
Yeah,
not
that
have the
was,
power to unmute?
Hello.
And then Riot coming
So
in
now we can-
on Roma. Riot is I believe roaming tonight, and he is strong gamer. His frag video of last season was one of my favorite ones that was made. He's very strong soldier, very good jumps, very good rocket aim, so another player to watch out for. I believe we do see everyone in the server now. We're just waiting for that ready up.
So how do you think this is going to go? Who would you be putting your money on?
This is, I think, one of the closest games of the season. I'm tempted to go the side of SVIFT AU because they've had the least roster shuffles recently. But there is a lot of returning talent on the side of Bees. So, I think it's anyone's game at this stage. Seeing maybe 3-2 or maybe even Golden Cap, like this is going to be close, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think Swift have the edge. I think they have more experience. I think they have just been playing, like watching. I've obviously scrimmed both of these teams quite recently. Been watching like Lock, Madness, Riot stream, and it just seems that the comms and cohesion on the side of Swift is a lot better. I think that'll be really important, especially when both teams are similarly matched in DM. I think you'll have to start focusing more on your team play and calling. And I think I think Swift have probably got this one by the smallest of margins.
I agree. If it wasn't such a DM centric map of product, I would definitely put it their way. But yeah, I think it's going to be a close game. Yeah.
What impact do you think having a Merc medic is on KILLA BEEZ? Like obviously Doge is very good mechanically at medic, but doesn't have the experience playing with these players as much as Arnold would.
I mean, I do see him slotting in quite easily, but at the same time, Redcoat and Arnold have been playing as a duo for such a long time now, nigh on three seasons, I think. So yeah, they obviously have that that connection that is going to be hard to to bring up like that. But again, I see that not affecting the game too much, but obviously it will be noticeable on that Merc class.
Yeah, definitely. So have you been following any of the roster changes on the side of Swift at all?
Not super closely, I have to admit.
Yeah, so I think I've seen them play with a different roster every week, and we've had Yule temporarily come back from jumping to play pocket and then decide that he just wants to jump after all. So I do wonder whether, like, Hertz has been the Mr. Fix-It for Swift, I think, playing sort of whatever they need him to, and I wonder whether that sort of destabilizes them as well. But yeah, I'll be interested to see whether there's any sort of issues with Hertz pocket, given he's probably only been back on pocket for about a week, I think, maybe a week and a half. Obviously very good, but yeah, it's been interesting watching them sort of shuffle and change, trying to find the best and strongest roster.
Yeah. There's been, I mean, KILLA BEEZ obviously returning team in half of them from winning the previous season in the Source, and Arnold and Redcoat been together for quite a while, and Riot, I should say, as well. But a lot of these other players are either returning from something else like Cookie, or bringing in, their wealth of experience in Soul. Do you see the relative newness of the players playing together on Bees, changing much, or do you see the more experience coming in from players like Varna and Soul making a difference?
I think Varna and Soul helps fill the void left when you consider who else played in that grand final. Obviously, most of the season they had Rocky, Geo, and Elmo, and then they had that like Rocky didn't play in the last couple games, I think, and they had Paulson. Paulson obviously well known for being probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest caller in Ozfortress at the moment. So they've lost 3 very experienced players from the team that won last season. Obviously Sol is the best replacement for that, but just from watching the Riot streams, the Sol calls aren't as commanding or as sort of dominant as Paulson calls, I guess. So I do see it as maybe a step backwards in terms of the calls and the cohesion. But having said that, it also enables them to sort of maybe play a different way. Obviously, Varna and Riot on the flank are very, very aggressive, so sometimes probably doing things that wouldn't be called by a typical main caller. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I probably think it doesn't. Yeah, they've still got a few things to work out in the calling department, I think.
Who do you think is calling? Do you think Redcoat's calling for Bees?
It's still mostly Sol, but there's definitely, it seems like a bit of a team effort from whoever's recognizing the situation quickest, which has its merits. But having someone to go to and someone who's sort of tasked with always knowing what the team should be doing is very important, especially when the other team's going to be very quick to make their decisions. Sort of when you get up to sort of the higher levels, which these two teams are, I think that the calls and the decisiveness of the call become very, very important, especially on maps like Product where you're playing a timer. So if a call can save you 15 seconds because you made the right call to forward hold, yeah, I think it's very important.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that completely. All right, server issues do seem to have sorted themselves out. I think there was a server change or something just then, so we should be moving into the new server now.
Yeah, I'm just connecting now. Yeah, that's Yorch in stream chat has actually raised a good point that actually Doge, known for being a premier medic, has actually managed to outfrag, outdamage Deft on Product last week, which was like surprising even being in that game, just because I think Deft is known probably for his DM first and foremost, which usually comes out on maps like Product. So I'll be interested to see the matchup between Redcoat and Deft. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely seen Deft struggle putting out the high damage numbers on this map in particular, purely because the amount of heals that go into scouts on this map do mean that he gets a little bit less, and he's a very heal centric player. So that managing that spread, especially, in a fairly new team, will be interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a bit of difference in style between these two pockets as well. I think Hertz, knowing how strong Deft is with Beam, plays a bit more to sort of facilitate Deft to walk forward with the beam and sort of really, and like Hertz is obviously very mechanically gifted, so is able to sort of jump around a bit more, escape more damage. Whereas Sol sort of plays a bit more like the traditional pocket. I mean, still, I think is playing Gumboat's pocket, but just seems to be a bit more playing around the combo. So I think we might see that come out in the heal stats. Though I did note there was a scrim between these two earlier in the week where I think Redcoat might have had maybe 40% heals or 35% heals or something. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, those are very strong heal stats. Yeah, all right. Players getting into the server now. Hopefully we should see a ready up. Now, whatever issue has hopefully been solved. I think they both want blue team at the moment.
Yeah, it's interesting because I've heard people talk about wanting to jump off. I think I've heard Sol wants to jump off the wall near connector, but then speaking to my team, there's a preference for the soldiers to be on blue to jump off the rock. But I think they should all just learn to left-hand rocket jump when you're at the top of Prem.
Indeed. Oh, gamers dropping in and out.
Yeah. I'm seeing talks about Mercs maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Seems to be a slow start today.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just talk maybe more about the scouts and how you see the scout combo on Swift working out. Madness and TJ probably both well known for being pocket scouts. Obviously, given TJ's ping, he's going to be on pocket scout, and we're going to see Madness on the flank, which I think he did play at I-58.
No,
So,
I
I
think
mean,
he
he's
played
capable.
pocket scout as well at I-58 because Elmo was on flank and destroyed everyone. Was that what happened? Or am I
Elmo
misremembering?
didn't go to LAN.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying
of
like
course.
I-58 is like Yui and Madness.
Ah, that's right. Yes.
So I think we've seen one ready up. So
Yeah, that is indeed one ready up.
yeah, I guess it'll be interesting to see if we'll see any sniper on this map. I know that Riot is very skilled at sniping and has a tendency to snipe. So wonder if they'll bring that out at any point.
Yeah, Madness also quite a strong sniper. I don't think they'll sacrifice him off scout though, so I don't know if there's a counter snipe ready to go on the other team. Paws not necessarily known for his sniper. I probably
No,
like
I don't think
play,
he would do
but
it.
I don't think he would. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think in the instance that Riot does, I don't think Swift really have a reasonable counter, because giving up a second scout is not really feasible. And I don't think I've seen Swift do it on maybe Hertz. Like Hertz is a very good sniper.
Yeah. I mean, if they're dominating hard enough, they may end up switching Hertz to sniper if he's feeling it and he's going to hit his shots, but I guess that'll depend on how close these games are.
So we're going live now. So who are you going to be watching on this first mid?
I'm going to watch Redcoat on this first mid.
He's just rolling out through main at the moment, walking up slope. Deft a bit quicker.
Beating him to mid, yeah. I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, so nothing much happening now. Hertz sitting on top of left rock. Soul just spamming from China at the moment. No one's really taking point presence. Actually, you see Swift moving onto the point now, sort of bullying Redcoat back through lower main. Yeah, still no ground really taken by either team. Both still backing up around their rocks. See TJ's out of this fight. Deft is really hurt as well. It's really slow mid-fight at the moment.
Yeah, quite methodical players trading damage here. Lots of arrows being
Soul's
hit.
jumped onto the point. We actually see KILLA BEEZ just rush the point together. They get a frag onto Madness, lose Soul for that. And that's looks like they're going to win the mid.
Yeah, off that even trade and that health advantage with Deft being just that little bit too low to fight, Hertz seems to be committing in here. Will eat that arrow. Both Ubers up on each team. The point has only just been capped by blue team.
Hertz just sort of stood on the point, taking damage. I'm not too sure what was going on there.
Yeah,
So that's probably going to...
there,
Yeah, both soldiers down for Swift. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. So we sort of just see KILLA BEEZ setting up for a trade at the moment. I think Hertz goes down to a trap on the rock.
Yeah, excellent passive hold here. Soul up on the rock with Riot watching connector. Uber is committed by lock onto Deft. They do force the Uber from Doge though. It does seem to be a little bit better on the side of blue team here. They just have all the positioning here,
Lock's actually going
out.
down in that. Yeah, Cookie just ran at Lock then. Oh, but we see all the other frags going the other way. That's 3 down on the side of KILLA BEEZ, losing their demo and Nirvana and Riot. So, but they do have the Uber ad. Lock died. So I think we'll just see a standard pushback in. Half a forward hold going up.
Yeah, very interesting from red team there. They were all on the low ground. Their explosive classes just won the fights that they needed to win there, bringing them right back in. We see Varna coming up again on Pyro to see if we can break that forward hold. And yeah, they just choose not to contest that. They fall right back, knowing that Doge has ad here.
Yeah, again, not a lot happening. I think KILLA BEEZ is just going to wait for this Uber, probably take it from cliff or slope. Sort of might even try and... Okay, so KILLA BEEZ have used. Actually, Redcoat jumping the combo. Lock is really hurt. Lock dies actually trying to get out through main. Great jump by
4 or
Redcoat
5
then,
frags. Yeah, very strong Uber.
They should probably forward hold here, but looks like they're just happy to sit on the point with their Uber ad.
Yeah, it was... Sorry, you told me.
I was just gonna say, a bit disappointing there, just because I think like Swift knew that they had Uber ad and they could see them, and just weren't really in a position to get out.
Redcoat's traps have got like 3 frags already so far. He's just putting them in such good places at the moment.
As we see, Swift trying to fight the point. Deft actually very hurt. Madness as well. So Pause has actually jumped in. Yeah, not a whole lot happening. So we do see a trade, right? Madness both going down.
But again, like that 20% Uber ad may come into play here. Indeed, as they do commit there, Lock does look like he's going to get out cliffside. Yeah, no frags there. That Uber coming up now. They should hopefully reposition into a much more passive hold as these spawns come in. Hurts jumping in very deep. Does lose his life for it. Lock milking this Uber. Yeah, maybe milked that a little bit too hard on the side of Lock, dropping Hurts there. But this does seem to be working well for them. Oh, I say that, and Sol in behind, jumping onto Lock.
Yeah, I'll say that Swift actually played that a lot better that time, knowing that they had disad, Hurts and Lock kited really well to Cliff, and then just went straight back in with some timed aggression. But again, we do see the Uber out on the side of Doge. And they're actually fighting this Killer Bees, trying to stop the cap. So
Varna just gets mulched by a rocket and a sticky at the same time. Yeah, they're just choosing not to fight this, wait for their Uber, I think.
Yeah, it looks that way. We'll see, again, I want to see the positioning of sort of like Lock, knowing that they have disad this time. It's still quite forward at the moment. There we go, he's moving back now. As Killer Bees actually popped straight off Cliff. And Cookie and Redcoat are just running at the enemy team. But Lock did manage to get out this time.
Yeah, we see that 70% ad coming in. They may choose to just flat repush with their spawns.
Pause and Hurts synced then and actually got the combo of Killer Bees. It's great work by them.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So Lock is still up. So.
Yeah, Lock was at spawn that whole time. Didn't commit to any fights at all. It was yeah, it obviously worked out for them, but that call for the double soldier bomb really caught them off guard, I think, that time.
Looking at this round as well, looks like Swift are going to have to change up the leapfrog strategy, given that they're like 40 seconds behind on cap time. We do see them moving towards the point. Deft is really forward. Soul bombs him to the medic, gets the force. And Swift are chasing, but Killer Bees haven't lost a player yet. Varna might go down. Yeah, he does.
Soul dies in the rear as well. Hurts jumping him there.
So we've got 50% Uber up on Doge. So they'll probably, at this stage, all they need to do is preserve that Uber.
Yeah, I mean, so far, the positioning from Doge here has just been so much more consistent than more better than Lock here. He's just been playing in the right positions, counting the Ubers, I think, much better.
So again, Swift need to try and do something with this Uber, maybe try and go behind as the Uber comes forward, or just do something different. As Hurts jumps in, gets the force. Redcoat again, very forward with this Uber, they get 2 kills, 3 kills.
Yeah, I think they're just, had to commit forward to that, which was a shame. They couldn't get out. Oh, that Uber just coming up now. Oh no, Ubered players can't cap points. That's the old, always happens to the best of us.
They're going to be watching Deft on this rollout as he goes standard main. He was a bit quicker than Redcoat last mid. Similar time. So you see Soul going fast into the enemy rock. Both soldiers from Killer Bees committing actually. They do get Deft, but the medic for Killer Bees has gone down. Oh, see how this goes. Just they're trying to sack onto Lock right now. But I think, yeah, that's going to be a mid-win. Oh, what's this? Lock
he is very low.
He's going to get out. Lock very weakly.
Yeah.
Saved by Deft.
That was a very good mid. Soul actually bombed really deep. They were all clustered up in their main and took so much damage. But Madness just won a 2v1 like with the heals.
Oh no. Lock goes down to a very simple bomb from Soul. I was on Lock's pod then, he just didn't even look up. Like, pretty disappointing because they did have about 60% ad, I think, maybe even more. As we see, this should trigger a push KILLA BEEZ onto the point, just playing around heals. Pause goes down on the flank, Hertz is onto the combo, should die, does, TJ dies. So, yeah, that should be a point cap, player ad, Uber ad on the side of KILLA BEEZ.
It's good to see the whole team committing off that call though. Hertz jumping in and both scouts following him to deal that damage. It's just they could not, you know, counter the ball of death that was blue team just then.
Yeah, and do we have a pause?
I do think we do have a pause coming in here. Yeah, so 1 round ahead on KILLA BEEZ already. This sort of going against your prediction of such a strong game from Red Team here from SVIFT. What do you think of the game so far?
Yeah, it's definitely not panning out as I thought it was. I think that the scouts on the side of KILLA BEEZ look like they're cleaning up an insane amount. It looks like they're playing more around Doge. It looks like they're just playing way more with their team, like forward and allowing space for their soldiers to bomb. Whereas I'm seeing a lot of Madness and TJ playing back more behind or like right behind their medic. Sort of, I'm not going to say baiting, but like it just seems that the aggression is delayed by the Swift scouts.
Yeah. I do see a lot of the play, especially on Koth, is so centered around the medic, and Lock is just not positioning himself in the right positions in these fights. He's either too forward when they have ad, or is not forward enough to heal his players, and he's just his team as well letting through, you know, easy bombs from Soul like we saw just then, just dying way too much.
Yeah, I think that's really indicative of his of where his head might be at the moment, just because from that point of view, he knew he had ad. He wasn't really looking around. He was looking at the rock, and just doesn't seem to have his head screwed on correctly at the moment. As we do have a resume.
Yeah, that's
so we've got KILLA BEEZ forward holding at the moment.
Big 85% coming in from them here. I just need to reload my HUD.
Yeah, I've done that. Still not quite working, but we'll see how it goes. Deft goes down to Varna. I'm not sure what happened there, but probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I think that was just everyone being quite forward and him just walking into some damage.
Yeah. So I think Swift are going to have Uber very soon, and they should probably take a trade as soon as they can.
Yeah, Hertz very low. Yeah, Hertz being caught out by Redcoat there.
Do see Deft walking to the point with heals at the moment though, but KILLA BEEZ in a very good position to sort of play the super. We do see both Ubers popped, sort of a demo trade, not a lot happening. TJ dies, but Riot goes down on the flank as well. Great cleanup by KILLA BEEZ, and again, Varna and Cookie just really playing around their medic.
Clustered around their medic, 2 soldiers bombing in and just getting deleted by hit scan. Yeah, it's just such dominant play.
I think Cookie goes down to TJ, doesn't really amount to that much. TJ's still in, dies to Varna. So again, KILLA BEEZ free to just play on the point with their Ubrad. This is about 60% out on the side of KILLA BEEZ.
Yeah, I'm just reloading my HUD again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ubers still aren't moving for me. I'll have to use my gamer brain to count them myself.
Yeah, so Swift actually moving in. Lock dies. I'm not sure why they were moving in with like 70% disad with their medic, but they do get the force from KILLA BEEZ, so we'll probably see like a even Uber fight coming up, or a dry push from Swift as soon as Hertz is up, I would think.
Yeah, it's interesting. Hertz is playing quite forward and often just sacking for the medic in situations like that rather than pause the roamer. But to be honest, both their players getting shut down really hard by just the scouts on blue team.
Yeah, as we see Swift moving up,
These
Hertz goes
traps,
down to another trap. Wow, okay,
he's
Deft
just
is really
playing
weak
so well
rock.
with his traps. His trap game is on point. Or
Again,
in
watching
China, wherever
Swift
that
just
was.
having such a hard time getting onto the point. And again, like, I think we need to see more aggression from these Swift scouts to open space for their team to move in, because they're sort of just playing back, waiting for I don't know what. But they have managed to cap the point. The Uber
blue
is up.
team loses 2, backs off sensibly there. Lock hitting some very good arrows that kept his team in the fight there.
So Redcoat's up now. We've seen the Uber popped out. He's actually got a trade. So this is a better Uber
Oh, Deft
for
dropped
Swift. Yeah, that's
in that Uber,
unfortunate.
yeah.
And again, we're seeing Cookie and Varna just sort of start to clean up. Soul goes down, Hertz goes down. Okay, it's just 2 up on the side of Swift, and there's another pause. So yeah, it looks like from where we're at, Pause is about to die, and Lock not long after him. We'll see the point recaptured by KILLA BEEZ with 16 seconds left.
Lock could make it out main, but I doubt it.
Even if he does, he's only on 13%. His players, who are, I think, spawning very soon, will need to fight immediately without heals, or with a very hurt medic.
Yeah, I believe the reason for the pause is the roamer on blue team timing here, so it's a blue team pause we see coming in.
Okay, so that's Riot, so that means we'll probably miss Riot on the next mid.
But yeah, this is extremely dominant play coming out from KILLA BEEZ here.
Yeah,
we do see that unpause, yes.
Yeah, pause does go down as we thought. Lock does get out, so good call on that. Def just trying to grind. I'm not really sure why, because they're not going to get it in time. They need to just go to the point and try and cap. They still have 2 minutes left, so it's pretty unlikely. As we do see, again, they're just struggling to get onto the point. Madness goes in before the rest of his team.
Yeah, we see most frags. Yeah, very low health. Lots of frags heading towards blue team's way. Pause on 1 health. Oh! They do cap it though. Deft very low health behind the point. He's not going to be able to stop this recap.
Blue team. It's an easy recap, easy round.
Yeah, it's very disappointing play from SVIFT here. I expected to see much more dominance on this map. I mean, I did say the DM on blue team would come into effect here, but yeah, it's just so impressive, the level of play from the scouts on blue this time.
Yeah, very, very coordinated as we see this mid. I want to see if the team starts to be a bit more aggressive than usual, as Pause does jump fast onto the enemy concrete, and that's actually brought Riot back as well. Oh, great work by Deft, dealing an insane amount of damage that mid, and he's bullied the other team out.
Yeah, Pause doing a fantastic distraction play there, making like 3 players turn around for him, and Deft just walked into that hole and dealt lots of damage. We do see Riot in here, Lock hitting a really nice surf here, though Soul is still right on him. He does hit that rocket.
No. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
The worst feeling as a medic when you hit that surf and you know you can't use it in your frag movie because you get horizontal right after it. Yeah.
I've got plenty of those. Okay, so we are going to see KILLA BEEZ push in with full Uberad and Healad. So they might be able to... Swift should be looking to get the force here as Riot does go down on the flank. Pause is very hurt behind the enemy team. Soul's sort of looking at him as... Yeah, KILLA BEEZ still unable to walk up slope yet, and Lock's actually in the fight, so as KILLA BEEZ have moved onto the point, Deft is caught out. I think it should probably die. Yeah, he does die to Cookie.
Yeah, the amount of spam there from red team was really, really good, just stopping them from getting the ground that they needed to get, and that Uber only getting Deft, who was, you know, creating that space for his team. Much, much better play from red team in this fight.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see whether they try and dry push right now. Swift, as it looks like they're going to. No Ubers in play, but a 10% ad, 15% ad on the side of Swift. So they're probably looking to get the point before they use. But again, it's really slow. Like as Hertz has actually jumped in, done an enormous amount of damage. Soul on the point is probably going to die actually. Riot dies on the flank again. We have seen the Uber popped out from Swift. No Uber yet from KILLA BEEZ.
No, just look at that positioning on Doge. Like, Doge is standing in the right place, healing the right people. I mean, I know they lost their demo man there, but with their 2 scouts, that are the most impactful players at the moment for this team staying alive with heals. I see them repushing this very quickly.
Yeah, as we do see all players up on the side of KILLA BEEZ, they'll probably be getting ready at the moment. This lock is very forward, just given the situation. I think blue team looking to move in now. They have Ubered. Redcoat jumping for
Deft
lock
again,
through
caught
main.
behind.
Oh, wow. Great jump by Redcoat. Gets Madness and lock. I think that's going to be a cat, or as we see,
He may get
TJ
caught
does
out
come back
here,
in.
yeah, he does get caught out for that. But I mean, that's a trade that I'd be happy to make at this stage with 5 players down.
Yeah,
with
so
like, yeah.
Great jump by Redcoat. Saw really early the lock was actually getting out and just went straight for that jump to main. 2 stickies and got both of the players trying to back out main. So
Yeah, we see again passive cliff hold with their 20% add, Soul standing on the rock. But that spam from Deft, they're just too passive and giving up so much space on the point. They do seem to start fighting it now, but I think it's too little too late. They may,
that's actually, yeah, I mean, there's worse spawns now on SVIFT, but that's actually a great one. They're getting frags left, right, and center. As you see, Riot goes down as well. They do have to be careful about this ad though. But yeah, that was really good work by SVIFT. Really important time off the clock for them.
They just, noticed that they were holding passive and took full advantage of it. Deft again, the most forward player on his team and paying for it as this Uber comes in from Cliffside. Lock's positioning much, much better here. He's not taking any chances with that. They're going to repush with their full ad and 3 seconds when their spawns come up.
Yeah, I'd still like Deft to not die on those, like, from Ubers. I mean, it's not really a big deal in the scheme of things, but yeah, I don't think he needs to, as they do have the Pyro to try and break the forward hold. Hurts on Pyro, goes down.
Wow,
yeah.
Lots of damage on
Red
Deft too,
team are
and
very
Lock commits. He's going to be forced here in
Yeah,
a
they
very,
have
very bad
forced.
position. They
Got
only
one
get
frag.
Riot for this. Yeah, and the positioning on blue team, unless
look at
Pause
that.
can pull something off here. Pause in the really good spot. Oh no,
Again, Doge just so aware that bomb was going to happen, was able to not even be phased by Pause bombing, as we do see, like, Madness is very hurt having to back up. Blue team are just all over the point.
Yeah,
Again.
frags coming out everywhere on blue team. Soul doing a really good job killing scouts up the front, giving his team the space on the point there as the heals on the scouts and the demo just walk forward.
It was great work by the soldiers of KILLA BEEZ to just spam Lock, forcing his heals out of the fight. As Hertz is on Doge, gets 2 rockets, doesn't die, he's still alive, and dies.
There may be another bomb here, Pause. Yeah, but as you say, Doge just so aware what's going to happen. He knows he's low, he just hides around the corner. Now they've got that full, or 25% Uber ad, quickly becoming 15. I mean, an even Uber play like this isn't really what, what Red Team wants in this situation. There's not enough time on the clock for them to play like this.
As they do walk up slope, again, probably being a bit slow given the situation. Oh, Madness goes down to a trap. Redcoat traps. Okay,
Uber committed
Uber
here
is
from
popped
Red
out.
Team. Doge milking it a little bit, does pop to save his demo there. Much better Uber from Blue Team here. They multi
yeah, look at
actually
the
quite a
collapse.
lot in the end there.
But
That
Deft
trap.
coming in off the cliff, actually doing an insane amount of damage, but Soul is behind. And if Swift don't, yeah, okay. It was actually really good work by Soul then. They were all sort of having to turn around and deal with Soul, but yeah, in the end, I guess. Interesting last round, because I felt that Swift were bringing it back, and I think they did have about a minute up on cap time, but just those last couple plays, I think probably Doge MVP of the sort of last couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Red Team did seem to be finding their feet at the end there. Deft doing some really critical damage at the end, and Lock positioning himself much, much better with his team. But it's just, the strength of Blue Team over their scouts and demo coming in there, just, winning them the fights that they needed to win. And again, as you say, just the Uber and off Uber play from Doge was just, on a completely another level there.
Yeah, as we do have the logs from that round, and the first thing I want to point out is Redcoat with the massive 530 DPM.
17 for 7 as well. Very strong play from him.
And Doge with only 2 deaths. again, impressive performances. And as we sort of would have predicted, Varner and Cookie with 28 and 20 frags each. Varner actually going 28 for 6, doing nearly 400 DPM.
Yeah, he was very confident at the end there. I don't know if you saw on one of the last fights, Deft was coming up through main with full heals, and Varner just walked at him and 3-shot him from 260 to 0. It was, yeah, just the confidence from Varner there at the end, being backed up by Cookie as well. Amazing scout play from both of those, playing heals at the right times, going aggressive at the right times. It just, yeah, there was no counter for that on red team.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Deft doing nearly 500 DPM, but taking over 500 DPM. So, yeah, interesting performance from the demos, and we do see them both with over 30% heals, which isn't uncommon. Hertz sort of struggling a bit more, going 7 for 21. I saw his role sort of, he was trying to make space for his team and his combo to walk into, but often the space just wasn't there, obviously because of that massive red coat, 530 DPM, probably not really allowing them to walk into that space. So a bit of a sad game from Hertz. Pause as well, having a 6 for 15 game. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
I mean, Soldier's obviously playing Soldier on this map against Scouts does suck, but I mean, Sol was in the right position a lot, not necessarily dealing a lot of damage or getting a lot of kills, indeed going, you know, even with his kills there, but his impact was just so much more than, unfortunately, Pause and Hertz just getting completely shut down by just the superior scout play. I mean, if you look at the heals on the Scouts, we see, you know, not particularly high levels for both of them, but, you know, with Locke healing himself through regen more than he's healing Scouts, that's, yeah.
And I think one thing to point out is that, like, Varner did 390 DPM and took 260s. That's incredible efficiency and positioning and DM by Varner. I think, yeah, it was a really good performance. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether that sort of any of this plays out again on Sunshine. Obviously allows, you know, a more traditional game as we are going live.
Yeah. Do you have any quick predictions for this map before we start?
Well, I'm going to say based on that, maybe 5-2 in favor of KILLA BEEZ, just given how on they are today.
Yeah, I'm willing to agree with you here. Who are you watching on this first mid?
I'm actually wanting to watch Riot if I can find him, as he does go fast into the enemy's choke, sort of jumps back to his choke, just putting the early pressure on Deft. So they're jumping, KILLA BEEZ are moving right into their mid, as we do see a bomb by Pause. He's very hurt. Riot goes down. Oh, no team has really taken the point yet, as all the frags end up falling the way of SVIFT, actually, just collapsing onto a Redcoat and Soul.
Yeah, that fast bomb into choke kind of separated Riot from the rest of his team, and the rest of his team just eventually got trapped in choke, you know, pushing in off Deft's damage there, which was very, very good. So a much stronger performance already of this first mid.
And again,
from,
we actually see SVIFT moving in. Hertz has jumped the combo, and he's still in, has died. So we should see a reset, even Ubers on second if KILLA BEEZ don't counter-sack, but they do have Cookie up on heavy. Deft actually gets the frag on Soul in lobby.
Yeah, he was very far forward there.
Yeah.
That was a confident play.
Bit of a flex by Deft. Yeah, as we do see a reset, not a lot happening. We've got Hertz up on the sniper.
Yeah, as you said before, Hertz, very confident sniper. Does mean losing a soldier, which is an interesting play here. I guess they're just going to wait for their sniper to pick. He's peeking from, oh no, changing to unders now.
And Varner is up on sniper for KILLA BEEZ. Gets Soul. So
yeah, good shot from Hertz there.
I mean, they don't have their pocket to do a trade. Yeah, the patented Hertz bind. Hertz does go down to some stickies from Redcoat. As Cookie is rushing Pause under, Cookie does go down.
Yeah.
So that's 2 down on the side of KILLA BEEZ, but it doesn't look like SVIFT want to do anything. Riot is really hurt.
Going
Riot
down
goes
as well, yeah.
Yeah,
and
probably
there's
just
all
going
the
for a
spawners
sack.
here. I mean, is it worth pushing up this, do you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah, so Deft and Redcoat trading. Much better Uber from KILLA BEEZ, probably about 3 seconds worth. Not a lot happening in this at the moment. See if anyone's going to post fire. As we do see Swift coming in. Deft is really hurt. Does get 2 frags onto Cookie and Soul. Redcoat goes down, but Varna cleaning up. Pause.
Varna, yeah, 3 frags now, mate. 4 frags now.
Varna. Huge by Varna. Lock is on the point. The point is very capped. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
Deft getting activated on by Varna that last 5k, 6k.
5K,
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. Great work by Varna. Again, his ability not just to do damage but avoid damage is very impressive.
Yeah, that was very good. Very, very good play from Varna. Coming in the back there, clean up on that damage. It looked pretty disastrous for there. That trade seemed to go very much in the favor, but those shots hit by Varna at the end.
As we do see a very slight Uberad on the side of Swift. Even
Yeah,
players.
Varna
up on
has
the sniper
switched
again.
to sniper. He does. Is he committing? No, he's just standing in spawn at the left side.
Yeah, he'll probably wait for Doge to get Uber before he starts thinking about some hero shots. We should start seeing some sacks come from Pause or Hurts.
Yeah, maybe Hurt so he can come up sniper. Or, you know, maybe even just hold the door for someone like Madness on this last.
Riot going engineer, but it looks like Swift are actually coming in under. I'm not too sure what they're doing. Lock actually dies? I didn't see that. Was that a trap? Was that another trap? Lock died on 99%. Wow. Okay, so this should trigger a push by Killer Bees, and Swift should be looking to frag Doge, but I mean, players are falling. Deft, Pause, Madness, all dead. So TJ and Hurts are still going in looking for that frag, but looks like Killer Bees are just happy to regroup and push out together through Shutter.
Yeah, TJ is fighting under here, but he's, discovered by the entire team.
Okay, so Hurts is in lobby on Redcoat, does die to Varna.
Riot dealing lots of damage to Lock there. Taking ground.
As Madness is actually coming in, trying to get the force. He's very weak. The whole team, he dies. Okay, this should trigger Swift to just try and reset and cut this. They don't have the players or the Uber to try and hold this. Yeah, as they are backing
pushing
up onto their
aggressive
side of
through
mid.
flowers. Yeah, no, the positioning here. Hopefully they get in without being forced here, and then there's a Uber v Uber
Hurts
play.
is on to the medic. Doge does get forced, goes down very low, and Hurts does die behind. That was great work by Hurts then.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive jump across the entire mid there to get that force. And we do see indeed Lock surviving that fight. 100% Uber. They're probably gonna, you know, push this onto mid.
Yeah, I am pretty interested as to where teams take their Uberad from on Sunshine. It's not the greatest map in the world, but we do see Riot in on the mid, gets the force. Oh, great work. It's actually a 2-man. Varna in as well and dies. And as you can see, the positioning of the rest of Killer Bees all the way back on their side of mid. Great work by Varna and Riot.
Yeah, you just see again Riot using his jumps very well, getting in there to deal the damage and being, you know, that extra pressure of getting sneezed on by a scout at the end just makes any medic want to hit that right button.
But Swift actually, with the counter aggression while they had that minor player ad, again, they're the calls we were talking about being very, on the dot, but didn't work out with the damage. So we see 90% on Doge with about a 40% ad as Riot and Varna again in on the flank. Varna, they both do go down, actually.
Oh, that is a long penis on Doge there, not popping there. That was that was very impressive bombs, and a lesser man would have used.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened. Why?
No, actually,
no.
yeah, they just wrapped them here, and Doge indeed, what was a very, very good play on the start, the comms on red team, that rotate caused him to drop his entire team and then kill himself at the end.
But also I want to point out that as Swift do come into last, and this should be around, I think, with full Uberad, but Riot and Varna went in well before their combo and just got mulched instantly, so I'm not sure what was happening there.
Yeah, and just pushing off that one error there, you know, getting that round.
So I'm going to watch Deft this mid. He doesn't hit his bop, but I'm not sure the speed of Sunshine mid really matters. Misses the second bop. As Redcoat does beat him to mid. Riot again very fast on the tower, just spamming Deft.
Yeah,
no
we
height
do.
really being taken by either team. It's very much a ground fight at the moment. Works in the favor of Deft as he does get juggled, and oh no. Great work.
Oh, right, bombing right at the right
collapse,
time as
yeah.
well. Madness might choose. Yeah, he's just choosing to run here. No, he's turned around and died. Okay.
Probably realized that his only option was to go for Doge then, but that should be, yeah, pushing last with full Uber out on the side of KILLA BEEZ.
Yeah, I mean, there was an early trade at the start, but yeah, then that positioning of everyone clustered up on the point, they just all ate Redcoat's damage and team followed up on it. That was very well played from blue team, but also, you know, don't put 6 people on the point. It was a very interesting play from red team.
So we've got the 3 off class on the side of SVIFT. Sniper heavy NG with KILLA BEEZ looking to take this under, probably trying to work out where that sentry is, knowing that there's going to be one. So Cookie is in. Uber's still not popped as they've done it now. Sentry goes down. Oh, Deft with some nice pipes onto Cookie, forcing the flash. Again, pause, Madness going down.
The wiggle! Oh my god!
Oh, Pyro. God. And that actually saved them the round, but I mean, Redcoat goes down to a bottle by Deft. That was incredible Pyro play with just the wiggle, so I'm not really sure. Oh my god.
Yeah, he dealt so much damage by not looking at anyone or aiming at anyone there. So welcome to Pyro in 2018.
Oh no. Ooh.
No, I think that heavy there stopped that.
So the aggression coming back in. Nice surfs by Locke, does get forced. So some nice jumps by Sol and Riot there, but
Varna dying for that as well.
Deft is very forward in choke. Hertz does come in now to support him.
Still 3 players down. This aggression is what they need right now. They forced them all the way out. I mean, they do have 70% ad. Doge, again, being a wizard and surviving that. But that aggression is exactly what they need. They may not be able to push this onto second before the Uber comes up, but this is a much more favorable position for SVIFT right now.
But we do see KILLA BEEZ pushing in through flowers with that Uber ad. Soul pencil jumping. Not too sure what's going on. As Redcoat... Oh no. Okay, so Pause is probably going to die. Does crater.
Yeah, midi fodder.
Uber's still not used by KILLA BEEZ. Again, Hertz goes down to... Interesting to see if anyone will go for a force here on KILLA BEEZ or if they're happy to just back out and take an even Uber situation.
Yeah, I think they're confident that that won't happen. They're all standing on the point. As this Uber, which is now evened out, is coming through Cafe in this case.
Yeah, I wonder if they know that SVIFT are going to have it. They're committing very hard. Okay, SVIFT pop first, but KILLA BEEZ been forced to flash. Madness goes down to a trap. Cookie dies to Deft. And we just see KILLA BEEZ backing out into mid now, trying to recollect. Just
yeah,
seems
like a reset situation here after that Uber trade. Madness, I think, was trying to do the right thing, body block with his Uber, but he just got unflashed there at the end and paid the price.
As we do see SVIFT are grinding and building a lot better, they've actually found themselves with about 20% ad. So if they want to dot push this, they probably won't know that they've got ad. So just see a standard Sunshine stalemate. They're probably the most boring stalemates in the game. Remove the map. No real way to get in to do sacks or trade or do anything.
Yeah,
so.
as in there's 3 choke points to enter and they're all very easily shut down. It does, you know, lead to that stalemate type situation. But yeah, Uber's coming up on both teams now. I think they just, you know, it is of course safer to assume in these situations that it's even Ubers. So nothing comes of that, you know, built ad in that situation.
Again, so we see Riot actually, nice mini by Hertz, and Riot just gets destroyed.
Pause in deep on, good surf from Doge.
So that was the really
nice
quick
pipe
counter
from
sack.
Redcoat.
Yeah. Both players, unfortunately, getting embarrassed. We'll see if we get a sniper from Riot out of this.
Yeah, that'd be a play to make. No, we indeed see the spy. Is he checking for off classes at the moment? No, he's committing.
He's going.
He's gonna out-spy Hertz himself.
Yeah, they'll probably be expecting a Riot sniper, I think. He is running the cloak and dagger.
Where is he at the moment? I can't see.
He's in near Cafe, just waiting for regen. I've lost my... Yeah, so he's still just regenning, hasn't moved. Really waiting for the calls of his team. So he has moved in now behind Lighthouse. It'll be interesting to see how he plays this. I think Locke's actually positioned pretty well to not die to this.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, as you see, both scouts.
He's just got his
Swift
back
on
to
the
the
Lighthouse.
wall. They're causing the distraction play now, but they cause them to back into choke, which is the opposite direction they wanted them to back.
So again, I guess for the side of KILLA BEEZ, this is just what we're at now. We're just waiting for something to happen, as we do have a
Indeed.
pause.
Yeah, it seems like we've got to wait a bit longer for this pause here. I mean, Riot is in a good position to make something happen if they start pushing, but at the moment with Locke with his back against that wall with a team in between him and that, there's not really anything that they can make happen.
Yeah, and that's, again, I think if this was... As we do see the game unpaused, so everyone's sliding around again. Yeah, Riot's still trying to work out, I think, how he's going to approach this.
Yeah, he has moved, what is it, like maybe a meter since we last saw him? This is Cloak and Dagger spy plays, I guess.
Yeah. It's Cookie trying to pressure... So the combo is trying to pressure them from Valley now. We've got Soul shooting from Choke. Oh, and he does get depth. After all, you just settle for what you can get. So I think we should see a trade come out.
Yeah, no getting Locke in that situation. He's just standing in the right spot, whether he knew it or not.
Okay, so we see, again, KILLA BEEZ unable to break in as Hertz does jump in, gets a force.
I think, yeah, Locke used to try to save pause there, but he was standing on the wrong side of the enemy team.
Yeah, so this should be the second point for KILLA BEEZ. There's two soldiers down on the side of Swift.
And TJ feeding there as well into the 2 rockets of Soul.
So actually, KILLA BEEZ is trying to move into lobby at the moment. Even players, is Cookie's in on last, but there is a heavy up.
Right in as well, right on Locke. Is he gonna... Oh, nice rockets.
Oh,
I know
wow.
he traps him in a small space, but yes, very impressive through his team there. Pause as well on the heavy right next to it. Unfortunately, just not in the right space.
Yeah, that's pretty
They're
unfortunate.
gonna sit here and build their, you know, nigh on 80% Uber ad here.
That was when the pause happened, so I wonder if something happened there. That was an accident, maybe. Yeah, so we see big Ubrad.
We do
on
indeed
Doge.
actually at the moment. Hertz up on Spy. Is he doing something with this? He seems to be just checking stuff in spawn. No, he does commit. Interesting to see the counter spy from Hertz. Hertz, very well known for his spy plays here.
He's moving into lower lobby. Riot doing a few spins.
Oh, but they're all in upper lobby. He's in the right position, but there's teammates in the way. I think it's...
Varna didn't see him. He's decloaked. Oh no.
No.
Gets destroyed. The sentry has gone down. KILLA BEEZ have actually moved into last.
Yeah, Uber's
But
not...
Doge
Oh
drops
no! That
to a
was a headshot from Madness. Yeah.
But
And then the rest
Swift
of
are
his
winning
team
this
just
fight, actually.
falling,
Yeah, it's just Varna up and he's very low in lobby. Not a lot for him to do. Great work by Madness. Didn't see
Yeah.
the shot, but...
He was just standing in spawn and it was a clear shot. I think Doge was just trying to milk it too much and they didn't have the info on the sniper there. They assumed, oh, we've got their pick class in Hertz down. They just didn't expect the other one there.
It's one of those things, yeah, walking into last with full Uberad, there's I think there was a sentry or a heavy, you can just...
Heavy and a sentry, yeah.
As we see Swift moving in with full Uber, 50% add into mid, but
Oh, again.
Riot with a body shot onto Locke.
It's
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Drop City. Snipers on both teams. Doge very
Doge
low
very
here from
low.
Deft. If that roller bounces the wrong way, no, he positions himself very well. TJ and Pause both coming in for the sack here. He
So get
should
red
die. Oh, nice 2K from Riot there. Okay from
SMG.
Pause in the chat. Yeah, SMGG.
Let me see, get down, Mr. President. So we see full Uberad up on KILLA BEEZ. We'll see if they can make this one work for them. Maybe you'll see an early pop. They
They're
do
still
have Riot
pushing
on
with a
Sniper.
sniper here with this ad. I mean, I know Riot can hit his shots, but it's, you know, full ad here. We'll have to see what they can make happen with this sniper. Oh, right away, Hertz down.
So that should trigger them walking in into last. They gets the
Gun
sentry
down,
gun as well.
yeah, Uber
popped.
committed here. Sniper changing off in spawn.
So TJ goes down. Def dies to Varna. See, not a lot happening. Still slow playing this post Uber.
Riot still just standing
pyro is
pretty
out.
uncontested,
I would be
dealing
scared.
damage though. Yeah, that
Cookie
pyro.
goes down and KILLA BEEZ backing up. Yeah, I'm not too sure. And Madness actually just gets 2 frags.
Yeah, the Riot just stood there pretty uncontested. Hit some shots, but didn't really get too much done, and then overcommits for the hero shot at the end there. It's a shame that they had to push with a sniper, but I mean, he couldn't really change in that situation. As we see, 100% Uber from Locke coming in here. Oh, Redcoat has stickies behind, and there's
But
someone on the
Locke dies
point.
to Riot.
On the point. No, not going to make it happen. But they do stop that pop, and I believe Locke drops again. I didn't actually see what
it's
that
another
was
one.
for.
As Madness is on Doge, but misses about 3 shots. He was not seen. And just
Yeah,
beefed his
Doge,
shots.
I believe, popping for stats here. Yeah, it's just a disorganized play from Red Team there. As Swift go in with full Uber ad, just that one player in Riot jumping behind and winning some fights. Then everyone getting turned around, Locke dropping was not what they wanted to happen in that fight, and Blue Team just capitalize on that as we head into, what is this, mid number 3?
It is, the score is 1-1. Redcoat a bit faster than Def, but Def moving very forward across the point before the rest of his team is there. You see Hertz playing Hyatt as well as Riot, both getting spammed down. Just sort of looking at each other at the moment, not a lot happening. As we do see Hertz jumping above the point. Nice stickies by Redcoat, really denying Hertz there. Varna goes down to some stickies from Deft. The health is very bad on the side of Swift. You see Pause, yeah, he's going to go down. They're still on the point.
Yeah.
Def dies as well.
They should, like in my mind.
Oh, these scouts by Swift,
yeah,
though.
they're committing. Their medic is staying in a long time, but
they
the
do get
Uber
the
is
Uber.
committed. Yeah, the Uber is still not forced out of lock here. No, it is popped off, but he's trying to get to Madness. There, TJ
A nice
capping.
fight by Redcoat actually to juggle Madness away from him. But TJ's still chasing, actually. A nice arrow from Locke gets Riot down to, or Redcoat down to about 30 HP. Hertz's shot on the point was very low.
Yeah, that was quite good play from the scouts and medic of Red Team to stay in on that fight. So we see another chaotic fight happening on second here. They're just making this mess work for them.
Doge goes down to TJ as he just holds W and minces the team. And there are on last. Nice rocket. So there we go. It's another round
Yeah,
for the side of Swift. And I'd say it's down to
very
that mid-fight.
aggressive. Yeah, very aggressive mid-fight, and then pushing off the chaos that ensued onto second. And they just, did not let up on that damage. Yeah, and Blue Team just not having an answer for that chaotic fight on second and last.
So I'm watching Hertz this mid. I want to see, he had some really early aggression when he got there, sort of playing like a second roamer. So we'll see, he was very forward. Again, misses his jump onto Bell Tower, sort of just on Tetris at the moment. Riot trying to jump in as well. TJ goes down, Deft, Lock.
Oh,
Lock
Lock,
goes down
Soul,
to a nice bomb
very
from
good
Soul.
bomb,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hertz
Pause
goes down,
is
it's just
close to the
Pause.
medic. No, he is stuck under the point there. Much, stronger mid presence that time. Riot timing his bomb very well, being followed up by Soul in the right places. Very nice soldier play on that mid.
They only lose one player in that, and they're already waiting in top right to go in with this Uber. They have capped the second. They're in with only 95% Uber. Yeah, I'm going to see Uber still not popped out. Heavy's up, but yeah, really early damage going the way of KILLA BEEZ in this fight. The Wiggle Pyro again gets Redcoat.
Yeah.
Does go down, and actually, like, Swift are fighting this nice bomb from Riot.
Yeah,
on the
that
point.
Riot just being in the right place at the right time there.
The
Yeah,
Wiggle Pyro
clean.
does it again, though, with at least one frag.
Destroys me inside to know that that is a viable tactic in this game.
So I'm watching Deft again, see if it's just to see what the soldier bombs look like based on last mid. So he beats Redcoat to mid this time, I think.
Yeah.
So again, blue team all over the point, well before Swift are even in on the mid. Yeah, some really early jumps by Soul and Riot, but Soul does go down. Redcoat being crushed by Deft here. Some great collapse there by SVIFT. Both the scouts waiting for the damage calls, I think.
It was a very interesting play. Blue team had all the positioning they wanted, and then they chose to hold S when they got jumped by soldiers, and then they were all in choke and just ate the same damage.
We do see Doge living on that last, so this is even Ubers, so hopefully see what SVIFT are wanting to do. They're actually moving in. They've Ubered in on last. Sentry is up. Uber has popped from KILLA BEEZ. Deft is very caught. He's on 1 health. Yeah, he's going to go down. As Lock is all the way back out on second, and I would think KILLA BEEZ would try and push out with Deft down.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a situation you'd like to see a push. However, Swiftwater last, sorry, not Swiftwater last, Sunshine last, is kind of hard to push out on a one-player ad. Especially, you know, you see two soldiers looking at the choke points here. There's not much they can do. I think they are just choosing to reset this as an even Uber situation. Yeah, Cookie indeed coming up on NG, and we do see Varna on Spy.
It'd be interesting to see what he tries.
TJ nearly walking into Varna then.
Just trying to find Varna. So he is behind the enemy team now. Probably just waiting for the Uber to be up on Doge before he goes for anything.
Yeah, the call's coming in, the Uber's there. And he's just watching, I think, at this stage. No, here he comes.
Yes, SVIFT have...
Oh, he's in the right
trying
position.
To take oh,
He's in the... Oh!
He does get Lock! Oh no.
That was, yeah
great
Spy play. He was, just waited for the perfect time there. Doge fully up on his Uber here with 2 picks. This is pushable.
Yeah, we'll see if there's maybe like Hertz is under, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, he's
trying
been
to get something
spotted
done.
though.
Yeah, he does get the force, so nice consolation by Hertz to sort of try and even that situation up.
Yeah,
so
that force was what they wanted there. Now it's going to be a reset onto mid, possibly pushing on this 20 ad, but you never know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it at the moment. So there is 5 minutes left, 5.5 minutes left. Scores are even. So it's interesting to see if anyone starts to play a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, this is much closer to the game I expected to see out of these guys.
Yeah,
we do
definitely.
see Hertz up on Sniper. Do they... the Ubers have evened out, so I assume he, you know, didn't count on the Ubers to be like they were, but it's... I would call this even Ubers at this stage.
This is a shot onto Riot, and now they know that he's there, so...
He's
so
playing
Uber is
very
up.
aggressive here.
Cookie trying to just... Yeah.
He's got a good angle. Oh no, Soul spots him out.
Yeah, the KILLA BEEZ really not wanting to let him have any space to take a shot at their medic. See if he rotates. So he's still just trying to go from Cafe.
Yeah,
Does
Doge
get
is
Cookie.
trapped in this corner now, and Hertz is just poking. He needs a frag here. Riot jumping in and just taking him out, although he does walk into the scattergun of madness. As this Uber is committed from red team, Doge hits an arrow, surfs, and pops his Uber in 1 second. That was very impressive play from him.
Pause, absolutely wiggling Soul, but cratering. Yeah, this should trigger a push by KILLA BEEZ. Looks like they're trying to move into Flowers. TJ's seen them. Still moving in.
Yeah, Hertz is up on Spy in this situation again, so... I mean, it's an unexpected play, sure, but I mean, a Soldier Bomb while they're all bunched up there would do so much more than him cloaking in the
Hertz
corner.
Spy does pistol, but with madness, it does get red coat. Hertz goes down.
They are choosing to back Riot off here, although that being said, Locke hits an amazing surf from that rocket of Riot and his scout just cleans it up. Good play from Locke in that situation, keeping the Ubers relatively even here.
Yeah, we see Madness very forward, just trying to see if he can get anyone, see if he can scope out what's going on. There are Hertz Pyro, not sure.
I mean, it does do silly damage. I
As
think
they have
it is.
Ubered in onto last. Doge uses as well. This is a better Uber from the side of KILLA BEEZ.
Yeah.
The Wiggle Pyro has entered with heals.
They
Still
have
not
one on
dead.
the other team though, Cookie coming up. And yeah, he's just denying Hertz on Pyro here. Varner is up on Sniper. I didn't see him hit anything in that fight, but he's choosing to stay there and, you know, just hold that doorway.
Yeah, just the presence of a sniper should be enough to make teams use early, but it looks like Swift, trying to speed this game up, are happy to just use in and trade in even Uber situations anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, the... Ooh, what's this?
The Wiggle Pyro just probably went
Committing
to sack
hard,
because he was stuck
yeah.
on Pyro.
I mean, he got way more time than I expected him to get on point there, but there is a gun up from Riot. They do seem to be just turtling this for the 2.5 minutes left, hoping that they'll push this to Golden Cap.
Yeah, it looks to be that way. As we still don't see... Yeah, so Hertz is on heavy now. So he's obviously just trying to do something, trying to make something happen.
I mean, I think they're just gonna stalemate this up as much as they can, stop them pushing out with 450 health of a fat man there.
Yeah,
so that
but
they're
just with the position that Swift are in, they can afford to take a risk to push last and cap, given that they're pushing last. So
they may indeed just wait until there's less, like a minute on the clock, and then there's no chance of any funny business happening. But I mean, this heavy kind of says they're just gonna, sit here for a bit.
Yeah, as we do see Hertz just sitting. Is that revved up? Is that the Tommy Slav?
That is the Tommy Slav revved up with no sound. Very, very good heavy play.
Yeah, good strategies. I wonder if Elmo would have any tips for Hertz here. So I guess it just looks like Swift aren't gonna push. That's what we're gathering from this, is no one's intending to push.
Yeah,
we're just gonna sit in the server for 90 minutes, or 90 seconds, sorry.
Yeah, they've burnt a whole minute here. I mean, I would like to see them push with about a minute left so that there's very, very little risk. But I mean, you never know what's happening. They do look like they're gearing up for a push with Hertz on heavy, but they're probably just waiting until there's that minute where they know that there's no chance.
They can't lose it, but yeah, you would expect KILLA BEEZ to be prepared for this, and they do have the full Pro-Lander setup. As we see Swift moving in, they've moved in on the right with Deft. Deft gets the sentry. Again, nothing. The heavy has come in with some Uber. He's not really doing a whole lot. That Tommy Slav,
Deft
really
getting wiggled up.
Yeah, Deft dies. The Uber's popped out from KILLA BEEZ, and that should deny anything from Swift.
They may repush. I do see them repushing with...
Yeah, TJ's actually in now, shooting Riot. Hertz is pretty hurt.
Nice damage from Redcoat.
Oh, yeah, nice
MIDI from Riot there as well.
Yeah, and I heard a headshot ring out. Must have been Varner. I didn't see who it was on. Hertz walking in Soul there, I think it was.
But I mean, they realize Hertz trying to recommit to this fight on 19 health. Yeah, they
I'd like
realize
to know
that
why
this
he doesn't
is
have a
dead
sandwich
time.
equipped, actually.
Deals no damage.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. I think we're going to see this go to Golden Cap.
Yeah, so in this... Oh, actually, time on point, no. We do see this is... Oh my goodness!
Wow, what are we seeing?
Wow.
Oh my god, that was a
so...
slither. That was within an absolute slither. They are very lucky, KILLA BEEZ.
Unbelievably close. That was Varna staying alive on low health on the point there that's saved them that round.
Yeah. So, very lucky, but yeah. So I'm just gonna hunt for the logs for that one. Before I assume the Golden Cap's gonna start very quickly.
Yeah, I don't imagine. Yeah, there is some chat about Golden Caps here. No, it does go to Golden Cap. They're a little bit confused as to what's happening here.
Yeah,
but yeah,
rule changes from 4 seasons ago were very difficult to comprehend.
But yeah, I mean, very, very close game from both of these teams as we open up the logs here. Redcoat, for me, top damaging, 330 DPM at the top, very closely followed. Oh, actually, not too closely. 300 DPM from Deft as well. Both demos doing large damage in that game. Who else stands out to you on these logs?
Again, Varna. Like Varna, 22 for 10. Not doing a whole lot of damage, but he took no damage really, as did TJ actually, but TJ only dealing 160 DPM. I guess just playing more around Lock, trying to keep him alive. I think a sign of the difference was that on product, KILLA BEEZ had about double the frags of Swift, and we're seeing a much more even situation on this on this one.
Yeah.
Actually, Lock dropped 3 times.
Yeah, I mean those stats are not what you want to see as medic. There was one drop on Doge to a sniper from him milking too hard, and then there was, I believe, 2 snipers and something else dropped Lock there. So that's 3 chances to push that they lost just through misplay by Lock there.
Yeah, and again, like indicative of the way these 2 teams were playing this map and the way Sunshine plays, we're seeing pretty low DPMs across the board, really, other than the 2 demos. Riot actually doing very well for Aroma, but yeah, very slow game.
Yeah, very back and forth as well, though. I mean, a 2-2 scoreline does very much reflect what was happening in the game. There was loads of back and forth, lots of counterplay over these points. But I mean, you do see much higher heals on scouts on the side of blue team here, with the exception of Varna taking 8% heals and dealing so much damage. He was definitely playing very, very well tonight.
Yeah, we also see Soul playing a real poverty pocket, getting only 16% heals, less than Cookie, and sort of, yeah, really having to play second fiddle to Redcoat. We do see both demos. It's a pocket demo game at the moment. Also, I suppose when both teams are just spending their time holding points, you're healing your demo a lot. But yeah.
And as well, like, I mean, I know we've said it a few times, but Redcoat's traps were getting a lot of work done in general, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that quite a lot of his damage is just from deading on people around corners. But I mean, as well, on the side of Red Team, you can't discount play from Madness and Pause, especially. They're both getting a lock done. Madness dropping Doge there, and Pause doing very, very good bombs, often in the right place at the right time. But I feel Riot actually outperforming Pause on this map just a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know whether that's due to individual play or the team play, but yeah, as we are going live with the Golden Cap.
We do see, yeah, ready up for our Golden Cap. Who are you watching on this mid here?
I'm going to try and get onto our boy Pause, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if anything changes a lot for this push to, surprise anyone, because, this mid could, decide the game.
Yeah, Pause opting for a slow rollout. Do see him going through flowers now. Soul above the enemy cafe. Soul's jumping onto the combo, actually. As Hertz goes very deep. Some nice spam onto Doge. Pause does Crater. Soul and Riot are both dead. We're actually seeing this come out in the favor of Swift. Doge is alive and looks to be getting out, but yeah.
Lock crouching in a corner, surviving there. Yeah, Doge bailing and at the right time and just letting his team create time for him here. But I mean, it's not what you wanted to see. Double soldier bomb. Soul unfortunately not hitting his rockets with that bomb, leaving Pause not really anything to follow up on. We do see I guess a desperation play here as Riot comes up on Spy. This could work. He's not behind them yet, but he's in a good position to get them when they push.
Yeah, I know that I personally wouldn't be expecting the Spy play in this situation. So it'd be interesting.
Yeah, it is even Ubers, so I mean, it's slightly unexpected, and that's kind of what you want here.
Looks like he might be giving it up, actually. Yeah, he's going back to spawn, so looks like he's given up on that idea. I didn't feel comfortable going for that. As Hertz does go down, we're going to see, I would imagine...
Yeah, counter sack from Soul here. Doesn't get much done, unfortunately.
Yeah, so just seeing a reset. I imagine both teams are going to play pretty conservative. I will probably see sack for a while, unless someone... So Hertz is on Sniper, so unless we see some crazy shots...
I mean, Riot is checking for off classes in spawn. No, he does go back to Soldier. I thought he was recommitting to that Spy play. Yeah,
checking what Hertz was coming up as. As you see, like Hertz is walked into lobby. He's going for a hero shot. He's going to die, I think. Yeah, he does. So we'll see if this triggers a counter sack from anyone on the side of KILLA BEEZ. Riot and Cookie are both...
Soul is in deep. No, Soul does get some damage, but not on the right players there.
Looks like a reset as, KILLA BEEZ just backing up to last.
Yeah, Hertz just respawned Sniper again, so it looks like a complete reset here. Riot still checking classes in spawn. Yeah, does notice Hertz up on Sniper again, so they know.
He's actually equipped the Huntsman, so we might see something exciting.
The old around two corners headshot.
Looks like he might be going top right with this, actually. Doesn't get a whole lot. He's looking to go from under now. Yeah, he's gonna get taken down by Soul, so we should, again, we'll probably see a counter sack from someone. As, yeah, Cookie's plus forwarding under, decides to back.
Yeah, they choose to probably just keep this here. I mean, Varna's still up Engineer. I mean, they're fairly comfortable holding this. I mean, the only downside I see at the moment with that sentry gun, can't really see the point. So, I mean, they can stand on that right corner and cap it without it. So, I mean, it's fairly easy to take down a gun, but not the best positioning in my mind.
Yeah, we do see Varna just sitting in spawn, looking through a window, doing not a whole lot. I don't actually, probably hasn't got his hands on his keyboard and mouse.
Walking through, losing the hero arrow.
We do see Deft go down, actually, so that's 2 down on the side of Swift. Cookie dies for that. We should see KILLA BEEZ looking for a trade. If they don't take it now, I don't know what they're waiting for. Riot does walk out, does get dropped by Doge. Was probably looking for the trade, and Doge sort of being a bit uncertain about that Uber, so that will probably trigger them to go back to last and wait, but we'll see if...
they may push
like
off this demo down, yeah.
Yeah, Pause misses his jump, gets hit by the sentry, and gets destroyed by Soul. Absolutely destroyed.
Hertz is very low here. Yeah, it does crater. It's his,
Cookie goes down to a nice part by Deft. Soul goes down as well. That's 2 down on the side of KILLA BEEZ, 2 down on the side of Swift. So, but Deft looking like he's
are
a bit
in the
impatient.
favor of Red Team. I think he knows, you know, that their spawns are better, and he wants to move as soon as he can. Hertz does come up Spy though. I mean,
he's got to try something, otherwise we're probably just going to time out on the map timer. There's some... yeah. Trying to... Cookie maybe just checking? Or is he actually playing Spy as well?
he's just checking at the moment.
Yeah. Has Hertz been seen, or did he just wiggle past?
No, I think he didn't get seen then, but I do think he will have been called.
Oh no, he gets Doge, he drops Doge.
Oh no!
Wow. And that is the massive Spy play.
Yeah, indeed, the play they needed right now. They may wait for him to respawn, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just going.
Yeah, they're moving top right with this full Uber. Still just waiting around. Riot trying to get the force early, jumps back. So you see Deft in. Deft dies to a trap from Redcoat.
Yeah, just the uncertainty. Lock walks backwards there as soon as Hertz spawns, so maybe Hertz counter calling saying, hey, wait for me, but yeah. Interesting that
like
they didn't just go
placement
there.
by Varna as well, because I think most standard Uberad pushes Swift have moved in top right, so might not see that sentry until a bit later.
Yeah, that's much better than where it was before, I think, yes.
So again,
but here they move into lobby now. They look like they're going left.
70%. If they kite this could be very bad. As Deft is really hurt in this fight again.
This gun's still up, only just getting spammed now by Hertz.
So that's 2 frags going the way.
The Uber is
Swift,
still not up.
Now.
If Doge hits a sword, and then
he does die. He goes down. Soul goes down. It's just Cookie up, and it looks like Swift are going to win this map.
Yeah, very, very close game. Dispenser dies at the end there. But yeah, I mean, very, very close game from both sides. But it was, again, moving off that Hertz Spy play, which is really what they needed there. And he indeed pulled it out for his team.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, congrats to Hertz for the massive Spy play, winning them the map. So a draw. Another draw for Swift after drawing with Zeno last week. Just look at the logs for that singular round. Yeah,
we see lots of Spy damage from Hertz.
Yeah, it's very interesting. See Riot not really having a lot of impact, holding last on that map.
Locke actually not dying at all in that one, but I mean, they win the mid, and then he's just standing on second the whole time. So, I mean, good play for not dying there, but yeah, not particularly challenging to not die.
Yeah, very interesting. And we do have Varna and Redcoat sitting. I think maybe going to come in. I personally can't drag them in.
Yes, cool. There we go.
Yeah, so we have Redcoat and Varna. So how do you guys feel after that one, that map? They're still muted. If we can unmute them.
There we go. You should be able to talk
Oh,
now.
hello, friends.
Varna's still muted. Hello, Redcoat.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
Well.
Pretty exciting game to watch, actually.
Very nice.
So yeah, how do you guys feel after that? Probably a little bit disappointed, I guess, with Sunshine.
No, we're pretty happy with it, to be honest. Like, after we'd won Viaduct, it's pretty much, as long as we beat you guys actually on both maps, because they lost a map to you guys, we'll be higher seeded than them. Like, we'll be guaranteed second seed.
That
pretty
is
much.
big brain play playing the seedings here.
Yes.
Map throw. So were you guys expecting the Hertz spy play at all, or just expecting the repeated
Yeah, we
sniper
did actually. We
plays?
had Cookie. We had Cookie check it in spawn on spy. But he's a noob, so didn't work.
Well, I mean, yeah, we did see that happening, and it was just, as we said, Cookie and spawn checking for spy. The medic died with 100% Uber comes across the chat, so he just moved a bit too quickly, I guess. There.
Yeah. I think it was because he didn't have any any cosmetics on or any special weapons equipped. He just had default everything. So
These brains, it's the next level of play.
Yeah,
That being said, Varna, you played very, very well on both maps. How do you feel you fit into this this team as a scout? Because you're a new pickup this season, aren't you?
That
He
is
was sub
correct,
last
but
season,
I have
yeah.
been playing with these guys for a while now. Like, I was a sub on their team last season, and I played the off season with them as well. So I feel like I fit in pretty well with these guys. They're all really nice to play with, and me and Riot communicate well on the flank, so that's good.
Yeah, and I mean that was especially obvious on Viaduct. You guys played very, very dominant. You especially dealing quite a lot of damage, Redcoat, and just the frags and the confidence from Varna following that up. Did you have you scrimmed this map a lot or anything like that?
we haven't scrimmed Sunshine a lot. We've only scrimmed it like twice, but we've scrimmed Viaduct quite a bit, I guess. So that may have been reflected in the results. But yeah, like I said, on Sunshine, we were like a bit more relaxed. It was kind of just like playing a scrim. There weren't any real stakes to it.
Yeah, that's interesting, I guess. Because obviously you guys were so dominant on product. What do you feel was the difference between the two maps? Like, you're saying it was like a scrim, but obviously you guys doubled their frags on product. So what was the difference map to map? Is it just that you haven't played Sunshine as much, or were they playing better on Sunshine? Or
I think it's just because we haven't played Sunshine nearly as much. Like, I'm somewhat newish to this is like the second season that I've actually played Sunshine, and like last season we didn't scrim it at all, so I'm like very inexperienced on it. And I think our team in general just kind of didn't have like the coordination and the I don't know, when we went for pushes and stuff, we weren't fully sure on where we should be going, and I feel like we could have used maybe a demo review or some kind of theory type thing to help us with that, because I feel like it's probably one of our weakest maps.
Yeah, definitely just banned it in finals.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I think we're gonna keep it short. If we want to start doing shout outs. So we'll start at the top with you, Redcoat, Mr. Fanman.
Shout out to Ivan because he asked for a shout out. Shout out to Arnold for not being here tonight. Shout out to Varna for pounding. That's about it.
Alright, Varna, shout outs.
Shout out to Sam, Elmo, Heebs, you guys for casting. The admins have been great, and my team for being awesome.
Alright, and I'm gonna shout out Zeno and Swole Clan, and we'll just move to Xander.
I got shout outs for Modus and shout out for Sean for being a good caster. Was this your first cast, Sean?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, amazing. Nice. Shout out to Foz, Weidhoof, and Yorch for helping in the production here. Thermite for being in charge of everything here. And to both teams for a very exciting game. Well played. Alright, thanks guys. And I think that's all we have time for. Tune in next time. We'll have some more exciting Team Fortress 2 action for you.
All right.